What is going on YouTube crypto? Matrix here, coming at you another cryptocurrency stream. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a professional trader and leverage instructor, and I make my living trading cryptocurrency for some very serious efficiency. If you want to learn how to trade better, head right over to the student program, get signed up. Links are below and above. And for those of you who want the little additive edge in the trading field, follow me on my socials. For instance, I change the color of my eyes, which way I'm leaning in the market, and that can really help you guys with your entries and exits. If you want to know more about my life, follow me on Instagram, guys. Amazing times in the cryptocurrency space. I want to talk about a few different coins today, including Electroneum, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. Just some amazing projects. And I want to show you guys how you can be looking at the trading field right now. We are definitely running into some very major support, definitely some good patterns playing out. Let's dive right into the price action. If you are not subscribed yet, definitely smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and I'm going to dive right into the price action. Okay guys, so we're going to start with Bitcoin here, and something I teach people even session one is how to establish good resistances and supports in the polar nature. So for instance, when we have a pump to a top and then a retracement to where it starts to bounce back. For instance, back at the end of 2020, we pumped up to just around $20,000, again just a little bit below, retraced down to 16,139, and then we started to get a good move out. So what I'm just gonna say in simplicity here, guys, is we have a big support zone right here. Okay, this zone is massive, it is very big, very strong, and I think, guys, this the bottom is in, just for simplicity. Okay, we've run into some major support right here. That is a big thick layer of support that we would need to break through. Now, before we go jumping the gun, putting our longs in, guys, watch for pattern development. For instance, cross the road, go down to smaller time frames. So we're gonna have to warp up to the front. Okay. If your chart ever gets smushed like this, hit auto at the bottom right here. Let me see, it's this way. You can't see, it's right under my chair there. But anyway, there's a little button that says auto, and you can get everything right back to where it was. Now, there's a few ways to be looking at this right now. Let's just check it out. Okay. So one thing you could be watching for just in general is a triple bottom, a descending wedge, a triangle. Those are all things that are just kind of jumping out at me right here. For instance, we have a very strong decreasing resistance there. Okay, the support also building up, and I would actually just start that from right here. And guys, that looks like a very strong symmetrical triangle to me. There could also be a measurement going right through this way, assuming, say, the price action breaks down right here. Okay, then the wedge would become more prominent there, making this pattern the relative one. Okay, guys, so that's what I'm looking for in the immediate price action. And play your indications, cross the road, for instance, go down to smaller time frames, then back up for confirmation, and then use indication combination plays. For instance, use the Stoch in combination with the estimated moving averages. Use Bollinger Bands to see when that oversold or overbought territory is, to maximize those pattern buys, guys. Those are really good opportunities. And right now, for instance, you could even go down to the 5-minute, and you can see a lot of patterns within patterns here. For instance, wedge play. Okay, so wedge up, wedge down, wedge up, wedge down, wedge up, wedge down, and you guys get the idea. They're all over the place, and many good opportunities. Okay, and you'll notice, for instance, I'll give an example on this one here. Say, like, you use this one as a wedge right here. Okay, and make them white. Remember to make those smaller patterns jump out at you. You really want to have the charts do as much work for you as they can. Okay, and you're going to notice an optimal pattern buy right here, the indication play right here, which also coincides with the breakout play. Now, guys, a tiny move, but when applying higher leverage, a good trade all day. So, guys, just in simplicity with Bitcoin, I think that we are running into some major supports here. We could get a nice leg up, but we actually have to play this pattern in combination with indication plays and volume. Now, notice we go to the 1 hour, we do have that decrease in volume. We go to the daily even, we are still on the way down for that volume. So there's going to be a little bit of lull before we get our move. And then I think we will get it, guys, over the next week. Will we break down or break up, guys? That's what the indication plays are for. Combine those with volume to know which way we are going. I am leaning more like this is the bottom, though. I can't imagine it going too much lower. I think the absolute worst case scenario low, and because of manipulation and corruption, could be 17,000. But let's play this by ear, play the indication plays. That's exactly what I'm looking at for Bitcoin. Let's talk about Ethereum really fast. And as you guys can see, looking very similar. That being said, we are right at the retracement right now for what was the polar support, okay? What acted as a support back here is now acting as a support right now, okay? So for instance, guys, that's exactly what I'm watching on Ethereum here. If we hold this support right here, because if we don't, we break all the way down here to $649, guys, and yes, that would be devastating for the Ethereum community. That being said, I think we're going to get a good bounce here, guys. I have a good feeling that the bottom is in. The last leg down could seem very drastic, but in general, I don't think it'll happen here. We have had good volume in these moments in the past. For instance, when we're below logarithmic bands, for instance, green and red lines, you know, we are below those now. So in essence, I think that we can only stay down here for a little bit. And if there's one more leg down, that is actually the first time in history it has gone down below previous calculations, okay? So I think we could run into some good pattern right here that could really just show us where we're going over the next few days. I'm going to try and upload a few more videos than normal just so you guys can really master this move and get some good profits here, guys. That's exactly what I'm looking at for Ethereum. And I think Ethereum is going to have a massive run up over the next 2 years, guys. We're talking, you know, $5,000 plus easily. Okay, think of Bitcoin and its development, Ethereum also doing very well, but as of now, Bitcoin still does lead the pack. Okay, guys, let's talk about Electroneum. Now, this is one of the most popular coins on my channel, and we are at the oh shit support line right now as we speak, guys. So, for instance, here were some of my buys. Here were some more. I've taken profit at these circles you can see here. Now, guys, this is a coin I really love, and I have a lot of it, I really do, but I want you guys to understand it can take time for the development here. Okay, so for instance, we need to work back towards reverse pressure. So watch for a pattern development. For instance, let's go down to the 15-minute to see what we see here. Okay, so we have a possible development of a pattern. Now again, look at these candles. I mean, very hard to read there, guys. So for instance, we could have an inverse head and shoulders, okay? Point of resistance, but we're not sure yet. This has to develop more, guys. We need more information before we can make a judgment here. So just kind of wait for this to play out, for instance, and then use even wedge theory as an example. For instance, just play it straight down like this, okay? And then we are looking for just a break of that wedge, measured from the back of the wedge to the point of potential breakout, and you guys will see a very nice target revealed for you guys to make some good profits. Electroneum is going to have its day, guys. I've been applying for their positions just to know what's going on in their program for a long time. They did some restaffing recently, and yes, the market has bombed, as you guys can see for the 52-week range. For instance, let me turn off my camera here so you guys can see. For the 52-week range, we are at the all-time low here. Okay, so for instance, these are optimal times to be scooping up some coin. I want you guys to be scooping up coin as readily as you can. Main coins, but definitely they're your favorite alts. Okay, guys, that's exactly what I'm looking at for Electroneum, and I think we're going to have some really good price movement over the next 6 months, guys. It's going to be really exciting, and that is all the time I have for today. Just biblical times in cryptocurrency. My gosh. Looking back on these moments now while the market's at its low, and guys, if you're not familiar with my channel, go back a year ago. I called this bottom over a year ago. Over a year ago, I said 20,000 is going to be the bottom again, guys, and where are we? We're at 20,000 again. So, boy, do I feel good. I have been guiding you guys just on an epic path, and even I know it at this point. My gosh, guys, capitalize on these moments. I have gone all in on crypto time and time again. I'm going to do it the rest of my life. I'm going to keep doing it. It's the only way to leave generational wealth and understanding for your family and stability in a wheel that is not meant for us to all get ahead. Cryptocurrency is the future and our revelation and all the good things that we have coming to us. So just trust me, guys, trust me, trust me. 40 years of development of a coin. We're only about 13 and change in. You've got about 27 years to make a lot of money. And guys, just remember, if you don't come from a rich family must come from you. I am Crypto Matrix. I'll catch you guys later.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.